When you're watching the iconic movie Jaws, it's this scene that sneaks up on you. There's no screaming, no chase and no shark, just three men, a bottle of booze, and a story being told that chills you to the bone. In a film full of jump scares and iconic music, this, one of the quietest moments, actually becomes one of the scariest. Today we're going to break down the USS Indianapolis scene in Jaws, which is a masterclass in tension, performance, and the power of storytelling.
Don't tell me. Mother.
The scene starts light. It's a bonding moment. The men compare scars and laugh like old friends. And despite the conflict that's been in earlier scenes between the characters, Spielberg lets this scene breathe. No music, no cutting, just lived-in dialogue and stillness. And then Quint speaks.
Well, we didn't know. Which our bomb mission had been so secret. No distress signal had been sent.
The tone shifts, the room falls silent. Spielberg doesn't use sound or jump scares here, he uses attention, and he earns it by removing everything else in the take. What makes this scene great isn't just what's said, it's how it's said. Robert Shaw delivers the monologue like a ghost remembering his death. He's flat, detached, but he has just enough tremble to tell you, and you can tell that he still feels every line that he's saying. Every line is visual. He says things like, sometimes the sharks go away, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes the shark go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away.
1,100 men went into the water, 316 came out. There's rhythm here. He's speaking like in a poem, dark, repetitive, haunting. But Spielberg never cuts away too much or cuts to flashbacks because the picture in your head makes the whole scene and the description of the scene even worse. Robert Shaw's performance in this scene is legendary. But it was almost a disaster, because behind the scenes Shaw was drinking heavily during filming. And even though he had control, the first take was actually unusable. He was too drunk, but the next day he came back sober and he nailed it in one go. Spielberg barely moves the camera, no tricks, no editing, sleight of hand, just a man talking and two of us listening. And within the scene, the fear spreads in silence. Because this isn't a story about a shark, it's about trauma, about survival, about the kind of man Quint really is and why he seeks revenge on this particular shark in the movie. In a movie filmed with blood and suspense, this scene is the soul. It gives the shark weight, not just as a monster, but as a memory, and it explains Quint's obsession without ever actually saying it outright. Spielberg understood something vital, that the scariest things don't always come with a roar, sometimes they come with a whisper. And in this moment, Jaws stops being just a thriller, it becomes a film about men, about history, and about fear that never leaves. Also, kind of about revenge. That's the genius of it. The scariest scene in Jaws, or one of the most compelling, is the one where nothing actually happens at all with regards to action. So, no shark, no music, no gore, and just a story and some men listening. Yet somehow, it's one of the most unforgettable scenes in the whole film. Do you have a favourite monologue or quiet moment that comes out loud in a film? If so, drop it in the comments and we might break it down next. And if you like videos that explore why great scenes work, hit subscribe and we'll see you in the deep end next time. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you soon.